Ready to go live. Well, good morning, Frederick. Already. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. Welcome to Everything Frederick Live. We created this channel really to kind of share the great stuff about our town, which you guys all know. So I'm Danny, and I've been practicing all weekend. I was a little nervous. I thought, oh goodness gracious, how am I going to do this? But my husband said something to me that really kind of calmed my nerves, and that was just relax, be yourself, be authentic. It just kind of obviously released a little bit of the stress and tension of running this literal one-woman show. Now, I've been live a bazillion times, and unless it's just a Facebook Live with just a camera, I've never operated all of these different things. So hang with me. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not a video editor. I'm not a producer, but my passion is promoting local business, highlighting a lot of nonprofits, and hopefully making you guys laugh along the way, because I laugh at myself because you just have to. I have a little script thing in front of me, which I'm going to kind of follow just so that I don't get too off track. But, and I'm going to try to answer comments while I'm doing this, which means I'm really, really multitasking. Really appreciate the comments that you guys and the support. It really does choke me up. So I appreciate you guys very, very much. I just can't even tell you how much it means to me. So hang with me. We're going to get things going. I am going to put my little ticker up here. See, I already forgot to do that. But anyway, you're going to be able to reach out to me. You can text right now, 888-465-2944. You're going to want to save that number into your phone, because we're going to be giving away some tickets later today for the Flying Cows. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm Danny Gurry, if you don't know. I really, really appreciate you guys hanging with me. I do want to thank our overall show sponsor, Frederick Window Tinting, serving Frederick with automotive, commercial, residential window tint solutions. You can find them at frederickWindowTinting.com. Look, I just want to say, this is not about me. This is about the local businesses. This is about the nonprofits that we're going to be talking about. And really, I really want to thank the sponsors who signed on with just a wish and a prayer, I guess, having a little confidence that I'm able to do this thing. And I really appreciate that. So please support our sponsors of the show. We're also looking for content ideas and like restaurants, food trucks, as well as nonprofits to support. There are thousands of nonprofits here in our area, and we want to support them. And some I've never even heard of. I'm so excited. I've been doing about 6 to 10 interviews a week. Actually, I have 6 today after this show. There's so many great businesses and nonprofits that need your support. And yeah, I'm just excited to bring those to you. But if you know of any that think that they should be on, email me at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com again, or you can text. And also, I'd really love to highlight people of Frederick. There's so many great people, again, some unsung heroes doing great things, and we'd love to check them out. Today's show, we're going to chat with Shannon Flannery, who founded Everything Frederick and more. And I'm going to ask you to dig through your closets for a great cause. And like I said, you're going to have a chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Flying Cows. And I'm the official MC, so you'll get to see me in person there too. But let's get to it this morning. All right. Weather today, crappy. Oh my goodness. For spring break for the kiddos, I'm sorry about that. Looks like it's going to rain for the next couple of days. And I'm looking over at my other screen. So either I can see if you text me and check out the weather, but rain for the next few days. Looks like Thursday and Friday are going to be pretty nice. So today it looks like a high of 60 and a low of 48. Tomorrow temps drop a bit to 54 with more rain expected, low of 45. Looks like we're going to be in the 50s Wednesday, Thursday. Then Friday, it looks like the sun, but might be windy. So, that's your weather, Frederick. It's kind of crazy and changing all the time. All right. A lot of the things we like to do, I want to do on this show is also be positive and find the good stories because there's enough bad stuff out there. We don't need any of that. So we're going to call this section the Feel Good File. All right. Really want to support the community. And I'm really excited to be planning a prom for the clients of the Scott Key Center. Now, if you're not aware of the Scott Key Center, they help developmentally disabled adults by providing work experience and helping them with job training and community involvement. If you have a local business if you need stuff like envelope stuffed, I actually was organizing to utilize the clients at Scott Key Center to stuff bags. They love to come out to local companies and help any way you need it. So you can reach out to them. They are wonderful people. The organization is fantastic. Now, over the years, the organization has been moved around the county, but they now call home to the county building right on Rocky Springs Road. And they're just amazing. The staff there is wonderful. We love the staff at Scott Key Center. And I really want to give them an afternoon to remember. So on June 5th, all 125 of them, hopefully, are going to go to the Arc on Market Street for their first ever prom. And I think it's just fantastic. I'm really excited about doing this for them. And I need to thank all the vendors who have already donated their services, including the Arc on Market Street, Wiser Productions, Sun and Moon Balloon Design, Uncle Ralph's Cookies, Reed 360-degree Photo Booth, and Ellen Fowler. Now, all that is left is to cover some of the additional expenses, and we really want to treat them like the kings and queens that they are. So we're trying to cover money for snacks, and I'd really love to get them all tiaras and crowns if we can. So there are two ways that you can help. If you go to scottkeycenter.org and click on Donate Now, if you can give financially, we would be so grateful. If you can't do that, or maybe you can do that, I'd love for you to go through your closets and gather up any suits and dresses and ties and shoes and accessories. If you have any of those things, please just text me. You can text that number, 888-465-2944, and I will arrange to pick up all the stuff you have, or I can give you a drop-off point. Not only is this going to help the wonderful folks at the Scott Key Center, but we're also going to be helping any Frederick County high school students who want to go to their prom but don't have the money for those the dresses or the suits or anything like that. So if you know of somebody, like a student in a high school that's in need, or you have any of these items, please just let us know. We're going to make sure you guys have a place to come if you're a student to get a dress or suit or something like that, or just text me what you need and I'm going to find it. Okay. I think it's going to be a great event in June. I'm excited about giving the Scott Key Center a fun afternoon. And I'm really excited to help out any local high school students who need a dress for the prom, because we want them all to go. We don't want them to not attend because they can't afford a dress or a suit. All right. We have one quick short break here, but coming up after, you're going to get the details on winning the tickets to see the Flying Cows. They're going to take on Montreal on April 14th. They've been gone for a few weeks, so I'm so excited to be back at Hood College Arena. And you're also going to hear from the goddess of real estate herself. Shannon Flannery is going to be on right after this quick 30-second.
All-in-One Events is Frederick's #1 source for event rentals and entertainment. Please visit us on the web at www.aioeventgroup.com or call 1-888-727-8902 for more information.
All right. I want to thank them for sponsoring AIO. All-in-One Events is the official DJ for the Frederick Flying Cows. I want to thank George for that. And of course, the Goddess Real Estate Group, Shannon Flannery. We are getting to my favorite time of year, spring and summer, although I just don't like the rain, actually, and the cold temps. But I'm excited about the warmer weather. But it doesn't matter what date is on the calendar here in Frederick. There is always something going on, and we call that Happenings in Frederick. All right, Battle of the Bands is coming back to Carroll Creek Amphitheater. It's Saturday, April 27th from 3 to 7. And Everything Frederick and More is a major sponsor. We are so proud of that. There are going to be 6 bands competing to win a prize valued at more than $5,000. So worthwhile for them to participate. It is so fun, and you get some great entertainment. It's an all ages family friendly event this year, which is awesome. Tickets are just $10 for adults. Children 5 and up are just $5, and all the proceeds benefit the Boys and Girls Club of Frederick County, which, again, fantastic cause. You're going to have a great time. If you need tickets, go to botbfrederick.com. This week, FCPS is closed for spring break. I hope the weather clears up, or maybe you traveled and you're somewhere else. So, yeah, I'm sorry about the weather for you guys. Tonight at 6, you can attend the meditative dance movement being held at Frederick Arts Center. And at 6:30, there's trivia at Frederick Social downtown. If you've never been to Frederick Social, you have to go. It is a great, great place. And the food is awesome. And the drink wall is fantastic, too. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m., there's 2 for Tuesday karaoke at the Orioles Nest, located right off Route 40. You get to sing 2 songs in a row, and I know a lot of people that would love to do that. Now, if you don't remember all of that, don't worry about it. I'm not sure you're aware, but I have created an Everything Frederick calendar. Now, this has all the events that I know of. So if your event is not on here or you don't see it, you can let me know. But to get a copy of this, so you get the link, and it gets updated every day, text the word calendar to 888-465-29. Oh, I put 2944. I put the wrong number on the top. Goodness gracious. See, this is what I'm talking about. So ignore this number at the top of the calendar. I don't know the number yet. And go to, it's 465-2944. I think the number at the bottom of the screen is right. I hope so. I'm going to have to take a look at that now, too. But anyway, you can get a copy of this. The link is also in the Everything Frederick and More group. But if you need to add your event, or you just want to check out what's going on in Frederick, you can see there is something every single day. So make sure you do that. And if you also want to send me information about an event, you can do that, of course, at everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. Good gracious. Already. I'm telling you. I told you. It's just going to be me doing my normal stuff. All right. We want to chat now about the Everything Frederick and More group. We call this section Group Highlights. Oh boy. Thank you to Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. You can visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at dublinroasterscoffee.com. And I think it's awesome. You can order right online and get you coffee lovers whatever you need. And I know you coffee lovers love Dublin Roasters. I love Dublin because it's a great place to go hang out, and they have some great treats. All right, this group, Everything Frederick and More, has grown tremendously. Just in the last 7 days, over 850 membership requests have been sent in, and it has grown the group to over 124,000 members, of which 82,000 were active during the last week, writing, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable, 2,300 posts in 7 days. Now, you guys know that the group is private and every post has to be approved. And these guys do it so quickly. There's just 4 people taking care of all that. And I want to shout out the top contributor, Casita O'Neill, 67 posts. And I believe that's 7 days as well. So unbelievable. You guys are great. I say this group now is like Twitter. Everything moves so quickly. So using that search facility is so imperative sometimes. And now I would love to introduce you, if you've never met her, Shannon Flannery. We call her the goddess herself, and I got a chance to chat with her.
The founder of this group, Everything Frederick and More. You know, I've known you for a long time, actually. I first met you when you were doing volunteering for the canines.
Yes.
Years and years and years ago.
Yes.
And we had become reacquainted right before COVID.
Right.
There was another group on Facebook that had taken off quite a bit, focusing on the restaurants and food.
Yes.
And that kind of fell apart. And you decided, hey, I'm going to start something else. Tell me kind of that thought process for you.
So when COVID happened, he actually started after COVID. That's what kind of.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
When COVID happened, I had a lot of friends that were in the restaurant industry, and I knew that they were going to die when everything closed down. I'm like, what are they going to do? So something that I started was I raised money, and when restaurants were able to cook, I would connect. I would get restaurants to make food. I'd pay them. They deliver hot meals to the hospitals or to wherever. And so that was sort of the first beginning of it. And then Chris started his group for the food, which was fabulous because we're all trapped in our houses. And what else were we doing but eating?
We were eating a lot.
And but I knew that there needed to be something more.
Yeah.
Because I say this all the time, and it's a complete lie. I make it up. But I'm like, we have more mom and pop places per capita than anywhere else in the United States.
Though. I feel
That's probably
like
not
that.
accurate, but I mean, but there's so many.
There are.
And so I knew that everyone was suffering with us being closed down. So I'm like, what else can we do? I mean, yeah, food's great. Who doesn't love food? But we got to do something for everyone.
Yeah.
And we're all kind of stuck in this weird limbo where we can't go out. I was able to go out because for some reason I was considered able to go and work.
Essential.
Yeah. Realtors are essential.
Yeah.
And so I created, I really kind of, I pray a lot, and I just was inspired to create Everything Frederick, and so I did, and it started with 1,000 of my Facebook friends, and then 1,000 of my other friends' Facebook friends, and now we're at 124,000.
Yeah, it is unbelievable. You know, as somebody who's in media, watching the natural, organic growth of Everything Frederick was phenomenal to me. I just was in awe, but you did everything right. You did everything out of sincerity and graciousness and goodness. And I do believe that that comes back tenfold. And I think that, you know, I've talked to a number of people where that group saved their business. And I think it's just fantastic that you've kind of built this really central part of what Frederick's all about, which is excellent.
Yeah, no, I'm. It's so much more than what I ever anticipated.
Yeah.
I wanted to connect our community, and I wanted to help our businesses, and it did that and so much more. And I'm just, it's definitely a labor of love,
It
as
is.
you're now seeing.
I can't tell you guys. It's like Twitter. The feed, just new posts and new members being added. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's
really
since
is.
2020. It's been no day off. And it's my sister and my friend and my mom and I.
Yeah.
At one point, there were actually more admin. There were like 10 total. But it was sort of like the Wild Wild West, and things were happening. And I was like, okay, we're gonna
reel it in. We're gonna reel it in. Yeah, there may be room for that. So now there is a progression into a brick and mortar space.
Yes.
And this is so exciting. I think you're just kind of taking the idea and bringing it home, literally. We are on Market Street at 4th Street.
Yes.
Right? Yep, Market at 4th. And cute little shop front.
Yes.
So tell us your idea for this.
So, as everything Frederick has grown and, helping businesses and everything, I wanted to also sort of give it a real life space. And when I say that, you're like, well, what do you mean by that? Well, it was a very interesting thing. I'm like, I really want a place for people to sort of connect in person.
In real life.
In
IRL.
real life, not
IRL.
just on Everything Frederick.
Yeah.
And because we have so many artisans and people who make their own things and things like that, and like Frederick made, they were definitely an inspiration, like how they, have people, all the artisan stuff in there to sell and whatever. I'm like, this is a really cool idea. We should have more of that.
Yeah.
And then the more I thought about it, I was like, I really want to be part of that, more of that. So I started looking for a space downtown, and I was just like on the main, like either Patrick or Market, and I really wanted Market. And then I was looking at the prices, and I was like, okay, maybe I won't. But then I came to look at a different place, and this one wasn't even on my radar. And I saw it, and the other one was no longer available, and it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was just like meant to be.
Yeah.
And I met the owner and her representative, and we were able to work things out, and they're super excited about Everything Frederick being here.
Yeah.
The Goddess group will be here too, but we're just a smaller part.
Yeah.
It really will be for Everything Frederick. And sort of my vision is that we'll have like seating arrangements like this. We'll have comfortable seating, charging stations. There'll be counters up at the window with seats, charging stations, and a coffee bar. And people can just come in and like work. Like I've already had lenders say to me, hey, can I come and just work at your very cool office downtown? I'm like, absolutely, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, so it's really going to be a place just to gather.
Yeah.
So if you're out and about and you want to come downtown and just gather with friends or just even by yourself, it's going to be a comfortable, safe place for you to come in, recharge literally your phone or yourself, right? And connect with other people in the community.
Yes.
I love it. I really, really love it. And then secondarily, or part of it, is you were going to have space for local artisans to display their wares and sell them on consignment.
Yes.
So they can bring their stuff in, and you'll rotate
it
people
out.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so people can come in and buy local artisan stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then like even Hoff Design, he's a woodworker, and he's actually making very cool countertops, like removable countertops that I can take with me and put somewhere else if I want to. And he's going to have tables at the seating stations, so that way, if somebody wants to buy them, he'll just transition them out and bring in new stuff.
Cool! So you can see it in use, and then say, "Hey, I'll take that."
Yeah, and he even said, he's like, "No, obviously you're going to be using it. People are going to be drinking coffee and whatever." He's like, "But because it's wood, I can just refinish it, and so that they can take it home and it's like brand new."
Yes.
So.
Plus, we're going to be filming from here during events, and we're going to have happy hours and gatherings. So it really will work its way into in real life Frederick and working in conjunction with Everything Frederick. What is your goal for the group Everything Frederick and more? Like, do you have any kind of goals in mind for the group itself?
I mean, when you ask me that, no, but I think it's what it's always been. Like, I just want to help our community. That's another reason why I wanted to have an established space, because I wanted, like, we've done, fundraisers and we've collected items for different, populations, but I've had to ask other businesses to be like,
hey, can we drop off at your place?
Yeah. And so now we can have a home base where people can come and actually see that we are these are the people behind.
We're for real.
Yeah, we're for real.
Yeah.
And it's just continue to, infiltrate the community in a way that we are continuing to help them, whether that means
Yes.
another food pantry, or I know you and I have ideas. And it's just a continuation of being able to help our community.
Yeah, and literally at street level, right?
Yes.
So now you're literally here where people can come and pick things up or
Yep.
drop things off. And I'm so excited about it because I think you and I are very in line with giving back to the community, being a really giving part of this community. And small business for me is, I'm so passionate about helping these businesses because
Yeah.
I know how tough it is. So for you to continue to provide this free space to reach hundreds of thousands of people. Literally, I believe Everything Frederick and More is the largest media group, bar none. All the radio stations, the newspapers, the magazines don't come close. And that's pretty powerful, right?
Yeah.
And you've kept it very fair for everybody, which I love. And I think that that's really important. So stay here because we are going to have so many exciting things coming up. We're going to be helping a lot of people in the community. And if you guys have any suggestions about community members that should be praised, we would love to hear about people doing good in Frederick because that's what it's all about. Let's celebrate how people are helping our community.
Yes.
But until next time, we'll see you right here.
Bye.
All right. I want to thank Shannon for that. And look, I want to thank Shannon for the fact that I came to her with this idea and she didn't even hesitate. So I'm so appreciative. I do think we are going to be able to do some tremendous things for Frederick. This group is wonderful, but this town is the best. And we've seen it time and time again. When someone needs support or an organization needs support, this town comes together like no other. Okay, so we are getting there. I do want to say thank you to Shift Work and Play. I'm so mad that this company didn't exist when I started my first company, TotsToTweens.com, because at the time my kids were 4 and 2. And I would have loved this place. And if you haven't heard of them, Shift Work and Play is Frederick's one and only co-working space designed to support those working with who have young kids. You can get your work done while your kids are supervised at play. This is even better. So it's not like going to Starbucks and your kids running around like crazy and you're trying to work and pay attention to them. You don't even have to worry about it. It's perfect for working parents, and they will watch kids 18 months old to 6 years old. And I love this concept. They're located right on East Street, and every 3-hour play session includes planned activity plus open-ended child-led play. Shift Work and Play has meeting rooms, dedicated desks, and is right near downtown. So you can book a tour today at shiftworkandplay.com. All right. I want to thank them very much. Again, I think a lot of these guys I said, hey, I'm doing this. And they were all like, hey, we support you, which is amazing. And you guys are going to make me cry with the comments. So I can't even keep reading them because I just love you all so much. And you know how I get choked up. So anyway, every Monday and Friday, we'll talk to the movers and shakers of Frederick, the businesses who make it all happen. And we call them the market makers. And we want to thank our sponsor of Market Makers, Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. Go to atlasfloors.net. You can read the reviews and contact them for a quote on new flooring today.
I'm so excited to talk to Sandra today. You've got a candle company. Tell us a little bit about your candle company. I love these. And adorable. Tell me a little bit about how you started this.
Hi, my name is Sandra. We started this last year, and looking for something that I want to do. Like as a mom, I have 2 kids, and my husband and we decide to do candles. Well, I'm the one.
Did you decide?
Yeah.
Or you did?
We
And
both
Marlon
do it,
is off
yes.
camera now. He's the business guy, right?
Yeah.
And you're the creative mind.
Yes.
And it is called B&L Candles.
Yes.
And so you started looking at TikTok and, looking to make an income from home while your children were young. Now, how old are your
And
kids?
Lian. Brianna is 7 and Lian is 3 years.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's nice when you have your own business that you have a little bit of flexibility on being able to be here for your children as well. So that was important to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
To do something for them, like they want to grow up one day, and I want them to say, "Oh, my mom do something for us, for our family." Yes.
Yeah, teaching your kids, I think, about entrepreneurship, that it's possible and that it is, attainable. It's an attainable future. I think that's a huge lesson for children. So you watched some TikToks,
Yes.
and you started formulating, and you were initially just doing this for yourself.
Yes, I was doing it for me, for our home. So I say, I want to do this big. Like, I want to sell candles. And I talk to my husband and say, hey, why don't we have a business, like sell candles? And here we are.
Yeah,
We have so many candles right now that
you do. So what's the biggest seller? Which one is the biggest?
the biggest seller is this one that I have over here. I call Margarita cup.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it has flowers, and I do a lot of things, and then like I put my effort and everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So it's kind of obviously not just poured. You do molds, and then you put all of that together.
Yes.
And you sell these currently on your website,
Yes.
which is what, bnhcandles.com.
It's a AAA candles by B&L.
Okay, candles by bnl.com.
Yes.
Right. And so people can order online, plus you're out at local events. You set up a table and you sell direct, yeah?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're gonna be there hopefully at the end of this month.
Okay.
It's gonna be our first time, so
Yes.
hopefully everything goes right.
That's really great for the kids. That's what I did, is I used to put my kids to work when I owned my company, and they learned how to count money and deal with customers and learn all about the business side of things, which is fantastic knowledge for them to have. So what's your most popular scent?
Well, it's that mango and coconut.
Okay.
And caramello apple.
Oh, yeah.
Are the one, so the most.
Yes.
But I have lavender and so many other fragrances.
Yes. Right now, so when people order online, like, are there any discounts or specials if they order so many, or tell us a little bit about that process?
Yes, we have got the 10%, and if you order online.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Tell me, like, one thing you would want people to know about this company for you.
Is I make everything with love, and I do it for my children and my husband, and I want this to go big, like one day.
Yes.
Yes. And I tell everybody not to quit on whatever your dreams have, because it's something that if you want to do it, you can do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What is your goal for 2024? Like, what would you like this business to achieve by the end of this year?
Well, we like to have our own, open our own business, like outside the
Store?
house. Yes.
Okay.
At a store, yes.
Okay.
And hopefully one day, I'll be there.
So what would it take to get there for you?
Well, sell a lot of candles.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, are you talking, like, is it 1,000 units a month? Do you know, like, what that is? Or is that kind of Marlon is?
Well, my husband is the one who's behind that everything. He's
the money guy.
Yes.
He's the money guy.
I'm a maker only.
That's great. So you keep making, right?
Yes.
What do you have any ideas for what's to come, like either in design or scents or anything, like for the rest of this year?
Well, I'm always innovating on something new, like always being looking for different things, like what is new in the market, so that way I can educate myself and bring something new.
Okay.
Yes.
You guys moved to Frederick, you said, just about 7 years ago or so.
Yes, we used to live in here in 2008, and then I married a guy over there.
Okay. Nice.
Yes, in 2008.
Okay.
Yes, and so now we are 15 years together.
Very nice. So where were you guys living before when you guys met?
I live in Virginia,
Okay.
and yes, he was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then-
very good.
And then he was a great guy. So
Yeah, still is, I
Yes.
think. Not one, still
he
is.
is still a great guy. Yes, sorry. I'm so nervous.
It's okay. She doesn't need to be nervous,
Yes.
right?
It's my
nothing.
first time.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Hey, first of many, I'm sure.
Yes.
So we can relax. So what do you think of Frederick?
It's nice. I like it. It's a
Yeah?
great place. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a lot of great opportunities, I think, for people just like you, right? Entrepreneurs who are working to the next thing. Is there anything else that you want, we've got holidays coming up and things like that. Is there anything you want to make sure people know about before we finish up?
Yes, that we have like so many great ideas for candles that I have over here. I have something like this.
I'll hold this.
Yes, thank you. And I have a flower one
Oh, very nice.
for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
That way people can buy something
Okay.
for your mom.
Yeah.
It's a special gift that you can give.
Okay, so if they're local, can they pick up? Is
Yes.
that an opportunity?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're local in Frederick, you can order candles by BNL.com, and we'll make sure and have that on the screen as well.
Yes.
So they can order and they can select to pick up.
Yes.
They're located just right near Route 40, kind of Butterfly Lane area, which is right in Frederick, very convenient. And I'm sure we're going to see you out at events throughout the year.
Hopefully.
And and we really, really do wish you all the success. We hope you're making candles 24/7 and that you're hugely successful and get that storefront that you guys want. And that is definitely possible. All right. We want to thank Sandra and, of course, Marlon, who's off camera now. Candles by BNL.com. Check them out. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Goodness gracious. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. 2 things. I need to apologize to Sandra. She was my very first interview that I did last week. Candles by BNL. I totally spaced on her company name. Totally spaced on the name of that segment, which is the maker. Oh, geez. See, I was going to say Makers Market. The market makers. The market makers. Who are those small businesses who power our town? The market makers. They make the market for sure. And they do contribute to the greater good. These small businesses, they give back in so many ways, whether they have 50 employees or just single member companies. Over the years, I'm so grateful to the generous business community who rarely denies my requests for donations. And I vow to continue to do what I can to give them the leg up. But I have to apologize to Sandra, poor thing. She did really well. And me, not so much. So we'll run the rest of that because I do want to thank our sponsor.
Here with the
Oh, here we go. We don't want that. Okay. See, this is exactly. There we go. That's what I wanted.
I'm
Lord have
so
mercy.
excited
Okay,
to
we're
talk
not
to
going-
Sandra today.
This is exactly the one-woman show. Oh boy. Anyway, look, I really appreciate you guys, and thank you for the great comments and the texts that have come through. I love it. The company I recently started is called Promo Circus. Primarily, it's a marketing consulting company to help businesses make the most of their marketing dollar. Look, I totally get it. I know how expensive it is to market, but I do know how important it is to take advantage of the many ways to remain top of mind. The world is competitive, and you're competing now with millions and millions of other businesses worldwide because it's not just about local anymore. So this program is just one of the efforts I'm taking to do my part So each week we're going to be highlighting at least 2 local businesses. And again, we want to thank Sandra from Candles by B&L and for being my first guinea pig. And I have to tell you, I recorded that whole first interview. I had no sound. So we had to do it again. And then the sound even wasn't excellent. So I had to send it to my brother, who is really good at editing. And thankfully we were in a quiet space. So he was able to pull the audio from my other phone that I happened to also record the video on. So this is what happens when you don't know what you're doing. But since then, actually, I've gotten pretty good at making sure A, the sound is on when I'm recording, and B, that I can actually fix it myself. So yeah, it takes many hands to get me here. All right. Are you guys ready to win a pair of tickets to see the Flying Cows battle Montreal on Sunday? They're back April 14th at Hood College Arena, 3 p.m. I'm the official MC. It is so fun. The game is amazing. The team is really, really good. And you get up close and personal. I mean, you are right there in the action. This is what I love about Frederick, is that we have access to affordable family entertainment. You can take your kids. I believe tickets are like $10 to get in. You can get the general admission. If you want to splurge a little bit, you can get those high-rise seats. I don't know. They're up in the kind of the box seats, but and up there is a bar. They're serving McClintock. There's a specialty cocktail. There's Brewers Alley beer and other things as well up there. So the hospitality room is really cool. But it's so fun. And if you come to a game, which I hope you do, you'll have to see me because I do all the games and all the timeouts. So you or your kids or both can win some really fun prizes and have a good time on the court. And I've missed the team. They've been on the road. We sent them on the road undefeated. I believe they've only lost 1 game now. So I think they lost to Raleigh by like a point or 2. And the games are so exciting. So you guys want to be there. You want to take your kids. And again, I mean, I think this is one of the greatest things about Frederick is we have access to entertainment like this. So I would love to give you a pair of tickets. If you don't want to win them and you want to purchase them or you need extras, go to goflyingcows.com or text right now. I want you to text the word Premier, Premier. Oh, I have this. Oh, look. Did I write the right number down? I did. On this one, the number is correct. Text the word Premier to 888-465-2944. Again, that's 888-465-2944. Text the word Premier to that number, and I'm going to select a winner at 9 p.m. tonight, and I will let you guys know who won. And I'll text you back. So go ahead and text that in. Thank you guys for that. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. Well, actually, it went a little faster than I thought. 43 minutes, a little short of an hour. But that's it. That's all I got for today's Good Morning Frederick. And I cannot even tell you enough how appreciative I am for you guys tuning in. And I would love any feedback that you guys have, good, bad, indifferent. I can take it. Would love to hear who you'd like to see featured. And if there's a segment you guys want in particularly, you can subscribe to Everything Frederick on YouTube. The nice thing about that, not that we don't love the group Everything Frederick and More, because I absolutely do, but you can't share from there. So if you want to share this video around, especially if you were featured on it or you want other businesses to see it, you can do that via the YouTube channel. You just have to search for Everything Frederick Live on YouTube. The video is there now, obviously live, and it takes just a few minutes, and then you can share and comment from there. We do appreciate that as well. We have some other segments that we're going to be doing throughout the week, so it won't always be like this, but tomorrow we're actually chatting with Rob from Intense Barbecue. I mean, again, I met Rob and Robin during the pandemic, and they have just done some amazing things. and it's so fun to chat with them. And their food truck is extraordinarily popular. And they've actually started a Facebook group. This is great if you plan an event. I think it's Everything Food Trucks, Frederick. And if you're planning an event and you want a food truck, go to the source. I think over 100 food trucks are members of that group, and you can post what you're looking for, what dates, and they'll get right back to you, which is great. All right, until then, be sure to search for Everything Frederick Live on TikTok and YouTube. And you can follow me on TikTok. I'm actually live right now. You can see I'm live right now on TikTok. That's Danny Girl 1124, or you can look for Danny, just Danny. That's me. But I really want to thank you again. The outpouring of support is fantastic. All right, go out there, be great, Frederick. I will see you right here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Have a great day.